You bleep it.
So I really want to be able to talk about some issues that are more important, if you will. So I might want to talk about political issues, things like that.
That's good.
And I don't really want to fight the battle over. I don't want somebody's Baptist church saying, "Well, the mad scientist said the bleep word," you know.
The mad scientist is corrupting my little boy's brain.
I don't want to bother with that. That's that's not. There are more important issues. I think that's a plenty important issue, but I think there are more important issues going on. You know.
You know, it's funny that we're on this subject because this is something that I actually wanted to. Let me get.
You know what that means?
Water here. This is something that I kind of wanted to mention. Like, I wrote down, I will not hold it up to the camera, but I wrote down this word.
You might want to crumple that up.
Well, I'm not going to hold it up to the camera. Okay. I'm going to, see, I'm putting it back in my pocket. But we have determined they have both...
If you pour it in there, it'll quit making that
Okay,
noise.
finish your thought.
Okay. They have both seen what I saw in that piece of paper.
Stop.
What?
The little thing has come off. The little latch.
I got it.
Now it goes on just
I got
so.
it.
You'll find the spot, and it fits just perfectly, and it's one. Let's see it.
Okay.
Oops,
Good
I
work.
just spilled water on the table. See, I don't like that there's all this like there's like electric stuff here and on that water.
I'll shield it.
Whatever.
So
Okay.
I'll be the one to be electrocuted
It's too
if there's a
hot.
splash.
Did she say the word?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is there only one word?
No. There's other words. He might have a whole book full of them there. Let's not look.
There we go. Okay, so
Nope.
what were you saying?
Okay. Well, you both saw what I had written down on that piece of paper. And I'm not going to hold it up, and I'm certainly not going to say it. But, you can both confirm that what I had written down on that piece of paper is something that, at this time of day, on an open forum, I could get a lot of trouble for saying. Which is, I think, a little bit ridiculous.
Oh, no, it's a whole lot ridiculous.
It's a whole lot ridiculous. I did a little bit of internet research, and here's a fun fact. Apparently, the amount of money that CBS got fined for Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction is the equivalent, fine-wise, of one death for negligence of a senior citizen at a nursing home, 2 incidents at a nuclear reactor. Incidents. And you'd have enough left over for a few smattering of health code violations here and there. Meanwhile, I found out just yesterday that the Sega mine in West Virginia is going to be closed down. In 1994, because of safety violations, 8 workers of theirs were injured and laid up in the hospital for a year. They couldn't work. Sega mine got fined $9,515.
How are they going to operate with fines like that hanging over their heads? That's
Yeah,
what I want.
$9,515. They didn't fix it. This is the same place where last year 12 guys were killed because they didn't fix the same things.
Right.
But meanwhile, fines for saying naughty words can go upwards of $500,000 if you say them. What's wrong with this?
Well, there are several issues at play there. Obviously, the general state of affairs is the main one, and the general state of affairs is broad, and there's things that need fixing. I mean, to my vision of things, it's beyond repair. And I enjoyed watching the protests up at the Pentagon. If you saw any of that, there was one short little girl that came on and said, if you think the Democrats are going to save you, forget it, because they're not going to do anything.
I would prefer not doing anything over what's happening right now, though. I mean,
maybe it wouldn't be as frustrating.
It wouldn't be as frustrating. I mean, I can think I can live with a sleazy back-dealing politician as long as they're not a raging sociopath. Lesser of two evils.
But anyway, what I was trying to get to earlier, and this also has to do with that subject, and it also has to do with the ego of those who may wake up and think the rest of the world is wondering what they're doing this morning. But I believe that due to the talent that we have here in Asheville and stuff, you see right now, our public access and your public access is very small, and we don't, they have given the public a voice, by allowing us to have our little chats on TV and stuff like that. But you know, they've put our voice in a box, and our box is as big as Asheville-Buncombe County. And you know, Asheville-Buncombe County really doesn't sway a whole lot of power up against then these other people who they themselves are words that I cannot say when they walk up to the microphone, they are coast to coast, yay, international, if you will, to persuade and all, as you will maybe know, that Hitler's probably most powerful weapon was radio and moving pictures. Was the weapon that Hitler had that no tyrant prior to him had. He could, when you know, like if Caesar wanted to like convince a bunch of people to go to war or something like that, he could go out and stand on the balcony and he could talk. He could persuade everybody for as far as he could holler, and then he'd have to send out runners past that. You see, to go out and all.
I'll bet Caesar could probably holler pretty loud though.
Yeah, but Hitler could get up and talk into a microphone and speak into the homes of every German citizen simultaneously, and that was very powerful for political persuasion, and also the effect of of moving pictures. When you see to be able to put a scenario down in moving pictures made people put an impression in their minds that like they saw that as reality. You see what I mean? And that's happening every day in this country, and so we've been given a little slice of the pie. But now here's where the magic comes in, and this is where the when they wake up in the morning, do they wonder what's going on with this one or that one? Due to the immense amount of creativity that there is in this little town. See, it has come to, creativity has for the past couple of decades come to this town like crazy. I mean, it was even before then, but for you know, our little public access, your little public access station could become syndicated. It could be that other people start picking it up. I could see the Asheville public access channel being that people in New York and LA and places like that, they want to get home from work and flip on to see what kind of crazy stuff the mad scientist is doing in Asheville. You know, what kind of creativity is happening in Asheville, because there is actually enough stuff happening in this little burg to compete with the same kind of stuff that is happening in any major city.
So if the man offered you a big fat check, you'd take it?
I'd sell out in a minute, but
yes.
He's not that far gone, people.
But the problem is, what would I say?
Cookie?
No,
okay.
I already had one. So.
What's your favorite public access show that, not necessarily, but like in your life that you've heard about or seen? Because I can talk about a couple.
Go for it.
In Seattle, there is this woman named Shannon Kringen, and she calls herself the Goddess Kringen, and she is pendulous.
Pendulous.
She's a large pendulous woman. Like she's always the model for like life drawing classes. Anyway, she dances around naked and sings songs on her public access show in Seattle.
Can we get a DVD of that?
So will you be doing that on yours?
Heck no.
You know, we can find some puppets for you.
You could probably find other people that would do that for you, though.
Sure.
And then I just saw the coolest show. This guy had like a puppet, like a ventriloquist puppet thing. It was like a tiger or something. And then he had this weird, like, you know, he had the blue screen behind him, but he had like crazy graphics flying around and he was singing songs.
See?
And there was also a show on this guy's on a treadmill, and he paints and makes cocktails on the treadmill. It's a public access show. I think it's on YouTube.
Okay, Jonathan. You see, Doctor.
That was a little too much. It was too hot. So.
Dr. Jonathan. I was.
presume.
Dr. Jonathan, I was wondering if you know any public access jokes for us.
Public access jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this guy comes into public access with a DVD, right? That's it. That's the joke.
Okay, I was going to say, what are the 3 biggest lies in public access?
3 biggest lies or lines?
Lies.
3 biggest lies. I'll have programming for you in a month.
No, your checks in the mail.
I'm using checks in the mail, although there's not really any money in public access. The blank check is in the mail. Although that'd be nice too.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think here. What do I hear all the time?
Already know editing? You hear that much?
What's that?
Already know how to edit?
Oh no. If you want to talk about the lines that I get all the time, is I've been in the industry for so many years, and I don't need to take the workshops. Is there any way we can get around that? I hear that all the time.
I wholeheartedly confess I have no idea what I'm doing.
So, yes.
What else? What?
The biggest lies are, no, I'm not getting financial compensation for the use of this equipment. I think people are fibbing on that one.
What do you mean?
Well,
how would someone get financial compensation? I want to know.
Here, I have a theory, and it works like this. My theory is, and see if you back me up on this. I don't know if you and I have even ever discussed it, but here's what I think is going on, okay? All right, there's a lot of cameras being checked out, correct, Jonathan?
Yes.
All right, a lot of cameras being checked out. Now, when these cameras go out, the reason they're going out is because they're supposed to be being used to get to video programming that comes in and then gets put on the air. Now, for some of those cameras that go out, programming comes in. But there's a lot of cameras that go out and no programming ever. I mean, then the camera goes out and no programming comes back, and the camera goes out and no program. So these cameras keep going out. And cameras go. My theory is that somebody is producing pornos and they're using our equipment, and I think we were probably making a major splash in the porno industry nationally from the Asheville cameras. Now, see, he's not smiling.
It's important for us to put Asheville on the map.
Right, and I think we're doing it
in that industry.
Way it takes.
Like those guys did out in Waynesville, huh?
This is just. I hope the board's watching this one. This is just what we need to say, isn't it?
Yes.
No, that was the butchers.
The castration party. I can say that, can't I?
Huh?
I can say that.
Anything you like
It's
to
a scientific term.
You're a member of URTV, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's on
absolutely.
you.
You remember that piece of paper you signed?
How many people do you think are watching right now?
I say 2.
URTV goes out to over 190,000 homes in Buncombe County.
But it also includes Madison County.
Right, but most of those people flip over. They've been
How many
watching
people actually stop on channel 20?
They'd be watching 19, for hours. Have you been seeing some of the good stuff on that? You seen the guy with $1,000? I'm into $1,000, man. Yes. Are you into the $1,000? Okay. All right. God has told me right now, send $1,000, and he said this guy is great. He says. Besides which, he says $1,000. That's not going to change your life. That really won't do you any good. He says that's just seed money. $1,000. He says send it to me, and God will bless you untold fortune. He says maybe you have a credit card debt. Maybe you have run up a credit card debt. He says
Even more.
He says He says if you don't have anything left on that credit card, but if you can get another $1,000 on it, he says send that $1,000 to me. He says, and God will bless you and fix that credit card debt.
So God has a copay plan.
Have you seen that?
Is that a copay or is that a deductible?
I'd be asking this guy to co-sign on it. You know what I mean?
So
yeah, let me see God. I want to, if I want to see his signature. That's a
probably like as big as 3 city blocks.
Jonathan, I thought you were going to go interview people more important than us.
I thought better of it, and I said, I could sit down and meet and talk with Bob Weir.
Well, tell us about your Bob Weir interview. Did you go to where was it?
Yeah, I went there. Nobody was there.
Oh.
Where did you go?
The Thomas Wolfe Auditorium.
And nobody was there?
Well, apparently the interview is tomorrow.
Oh.
Which I was misinformed.
Whoops.
That's right. He's in.
He's playing tomorrow, right?
He's in where tonight? Virginia?
I forget. Casey Waters said.
Casey.
Do you want to come
Norfolk.
on the screen and I'll take over
Norfolk
the
Well,
tonight.
bring him tomorrow. It'd be great to have him on tomorrow. Seriously. It
Well,
would be
yeah,
awesome.
well, clearly it
I was
would be.
on all day yesterday.
I think he should do it.
Yeah, I was on all day yesterday.
You gotta
Well,
give me a little piece of information that I can like spin his head with, that I would know it, and then you know what I mean. It might happen, but
Okay, just ask him if he remembers the orange juice.
okay.
All right, I think that'll do it. I think he may remember the orange juice.
Okay. Much like the tea. Oh,
Very like the tea, exactly. But it was orange juice.
I have a technical question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I have an idea, an invention, but it might already be invented. If you could have something that I could hold, like a remote zoomer.
I've got it. It's right here. See that camera right there?
Yeah.
Okay, you see that wire coming out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, get the camera.
What do you mean?
Let's see if I got a power supply for that thing.
So this will.
Whoa!
That's very disorienting when you're not expecting it.
Yes, I'm glad I wasn't swallowing at that moment.
There's your
Okay.
zoom.
So, can we hook it up to that camera though?
Not to this camera. Oh. But if we hook it up to this one, if I've got a power supply for it.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right with you.
I thought we were getting a question.
I've most likely left the power supply at home.
Did you invent this?
No, but I made it up the other night. But you remember when we messed with this camera the other day? I took it home and did that to it. So just what you're asking about, I just hooked up like 2 days ago or something. A few
just
days
seems like
ago.
the
So you didn't
best
necessarily
idea
invent
in
it,
the
but you fabricated it.
Yeah.
You manufactured it.
Right. So just for that purpose that you said, so that we could just sit it over there and we wouldn't have to have a cameraman and we could just zoom it from here.
But I can take over the camera because I'm a member,
Well, I thought I would just.
right?
Yes.
We're all in the shot right now, so.
I want to take it
Oh,
over.
Okay.
Do it. Let me see.
Not
Well,
gonna
I don't.
argue with
Okay,
the
that's
lady.
what I have to do. So I have to remember to figure out what I've done with the power supply for that camera. So I didn't bring it.
Whoops.
So I had it.
I'm so done.
Next time.
I'm gonna do
Whoa.
another. I need to show that,
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
right?
You are watching the Mad Scientist Tea Party. Experiments in live television.
You are watching the Mad
Joining
Scientist
us
Tea
today,
Party on
Dr.
your
Ursula
public access
and Dr.
channel, Channel 20.
And
And
you should go to control and put yourself in that.
The tea is ready.
if you are a member of URTV, you are invited to the party. So come and have a cup of tea and discuss. This is your opportunity to express yourself. This is your conduit to the world, and as soon as the world finds out what a zany place Asheville is, I'm sure that we'll be picked up by no doubt thousands of public access channels around the globe, and
not to mention several FBI satellites.
yeah, we've probably already made that status. But anyway, that's good. I like the scan of the teapot and such.
Did you like it?
It's good.
And we are live.
We're very live. Most of us are live.
What is this mayhem you are seeing on your television? You may be asking.
Yes. Oh yes. But we don't have the gas pass around today. I got to thinking about it after I got home last night. And yesterday was absolutely zany. It was just a mind blast. Everybody had a blast, but I'm thinking people are calling in and saying, "What is this I'm seeing on my TV?" And I'm thinking, okay, well they've turned it on and they see what appears to be a fairly distinguished panel of people in their white jackets.
That's what
and
the
stuff
codes
like
help.
that.
Fairly.
Right.
They help.
Right, and then there's a few others. There's another. These must be doctors. And they're calling one another doctor this and doctor that, right? And then there's this some other guy, and he's sitting there. And he must be like, maybe he's a patient. He's got this thing on his face. he's huffing the gas, right? And then all that, everything seems okay. Well, then after a while, they may notice the doctor reaches over and he's got the mask, and the doctor's huffing the gas.
I kind of wanted a closer, tighter, more intimate shot of us on the. So we can all lean in.
We can all lean in.
Okay. We should have guest camera people. Like you should. Are you certified to do the camera?
Yes, I am.
Why don't you be a guest cameraman now?
Okay,
And then Jonathan can.
I want to show off. We are down to the unphotogenic bits of cookie. The cookies were that good.
Unphotogenic cookies.
I ate them all.
It's okay. I brought them along. Tomorrow I'm thinking of bringing bagels.
Oh, okay. I was thinking tea cakes would be nice.
Well, tea cakes, bagels, cookies.
Right.
Oh, doctor, you're being
My phone is buzzing.
That's great.
It's JJ. It's the booking agent for Mount Dungeon. So.
JJ, that's my counselor's.
Hey, JJ. I'm doing well. Are you watching your TV right now?
Big up to JJ.
Okie dokie, because I'm on the Mad Scientist Tea Party right now. You are live. I am going to put you on speakerphone. Watch what you say. Here we go. You're about to join the conversation.
Hello, Asheville.
Hi.
How you doing, JJ?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Do you have a question for us today?
Is this the Mad Tea Party here?
Yep, we were doing it right now. You're joining in.
I should come down to the station and just get right in front of the camera then.
If you're in the vicinity, come on down.
We're waiting
I will
for.
do that.
Okay.
We'll do that.
All right.
All right.
Give me 20
I
minutes.
want to do an
and I'll
advice
answer the
thing.
door.
Okie dokie, we'll be here.
Okay.
See you soon.
Okay, I want to do advice.
Well, see, folks, it is that easy. You're invited to come down to the tea party.
That's right.
You come on down.
I can give advice. Jonathan asked. You guys ask a question.
Oh, do we
Let's
have
do
to
an
ask?
advice show.
We have to ask a question.
Well, like.
Okay, if you could be any animal, what would it be, and why?
Sea manatee.
I rather respect their generative qualities that sharks have. Sharks don't get cancer.
He asked me.
Okay, well, I'm just giving my opinion.
How do you know they don't get cancer?
Scientifically.
Actually, yeah, it is. This is gonna make sharks aren't as
Do you want
cuddly
us
as
to
lots of
do-
other animals. So, but experiments have been done on baby sharks in which they've hopped them up on massive amounts of carcinogens. And
You got it.
nothing.
You got time?
They don't get cancer.
If you put on the coat and
It's
you get
amazing.
paid.
They might get something else though that we don't get. I mean, I don't.
I'm sure they do get something we don't get. I mean, have you ever seen somebody with a lamprey stuck to the side of them? I never have.
Right.
So,
Or that many
trade
teeth,
off.
too.
Yeah. But
But ask advice.
why did God make the world such a horrible place?
That's not advice. Advice is more like, how do I deal with this horrible place God made?
That sounds more like
how
an.
do I deal with this horrible place that God made?
Well, first of all, you have to let go of that whole attitude that God made this place, and that's probably why you're seeing it as horrible. So if you just let go of it, maybe your perception will change.
Just like go.
That's what you have to do.
Is that the normal counseling approach? Is just let go of reality, or?
I think that it's more.
More counselors should just look at people and just say, "Stop whining." Just
Let me see.
stop.
Let me see. Can I see that teapot for a
No,
moment?
I do think so, though, a little bit. There is this part. No, but that's so Anne Randian, though. Like, she's so
Let's see.
scary.
This
Like,
is
that
coming
whole, like.
along. Still a little weak looking, and
It is a little weak, but it's good.
It is good. You heard it here first.
Because sometimes I think it is about your perspective on things.
Well, I'm not going to argue or debate that.
All right. It's definitely weak. I'm gonna take it away and doctor it up in just a moment. As soon as I.
Uh-oh.
Look, your hair looks good with that coat on.
Yes, I see it. Yes, we have visual contact on Dr. Dick Burner. Yes, he's coming down corridor, hallway, Elvis and Frank. Yes, Dr. Dick Burner is coming around the corner at this time. Attention nurses, please leave Dr. Burner alone. He is needed in the mad professor's laboratory for the tea hour. Yes. There he is. Oh, that's him. There he is. He's the one man you'll watch today and talk about him all night long. Yes, that is the only one. Dr. Dick Burner.
His name is Dick Burner.
Think of how much we cringe.
Doctor, welcome to the party.
Doctor,
Hello, doctor.
doctors, I've heard a lot about you. I hear you're going to come up with some risque video just for the viewers of URTV.
Burlesque.
Oh! You can cut my music off. You can cut my music off. Where did that other head doctor go to?
He had to make some more.
He's doctoring. He's doctoring the tea.
He put that right in the way, didn't he?
He's Dr. what?
He's doctoring the tea.
I'm going to grab a chair.
Okay, are you gonna-
I don't want to take his chair, so I want to grab one back here.
Should I take over the camera?
You don't have to. I think you got
We
a
can
good
have
view
guests.
unless you just want to
We
slide down some.
can all
Guest
squeeze
camera
in, or maybe
people.
get on there, zoom it out.
What are we
just
going to
a
talk
little.
about?
Whatever we want.
I ate all the cookies. Wait, you can't
Let's
see
talk
me
about.
anymore.
Let's talk about that,
You
Ursula.
can't see me anymore.
Dr.
Okay,
Ursula.
I'll do this. No, now you can see me. Okay, yeah.
There we go.
So I'll seek some of your advice. What should one do if one comes to a tea party expecting there to be cookies, and a certain other member of the tea party ate all the cookies? How should one approach that situation?
Well, it sounds like to me that was a Democrat issue.
Well, I think
They took it away from us.
that probably that person is just like, can't say it on the TV, but oh well, boo hoo. You came in too late. You missed the cookies.
That's a cookie.
Bring
Yeah.
your own.
Well, I didn't. The question
party.
though is, how do you handle that?
Upsettingly, depressed, just bummed out.
It's almost a cookie.
Yeah, I mean, you take
It's
the
like-
last little
it's
bit,
like
you
7/8
put it
of a
together.
cookie.
Yeah, it's almost a cookie. So.
I did eat all the cookies.
Well, maybe you
Perfectly
need the
acceptable.
energy, the protein or something. Want to ask me about that?
Yeah, what's up with that?
You want to read it off so everybody can hear it?
This is Dr. Dick Burner, Space Mountain Labs.
Space Mountain Labs, yes.
Weaver Vegas.
Weaver Vegas.
There's an A.
Well,
You should take my place. You should take my seat.
I thought you were going to be going.
That's what I'm saying. I was wanting you to take my seat. You didn't catch that, did you?
Where you
no, I didn't
going?
catch that. Hold on. He's going to sit right here.
He
Be
tripped
done
over
with
the
Top
Ugo.
Chef for a
so-
second.
so,
We're gonna edit.
Okay. When I was about 5 years old, I rode Space Mountain as a kid, and I almost threw up, apparently. Didn't remember it too well,
Wait a
but
minute.
apparently it was pretty woozy.
Almost threw
I'm
up.
gonna take.
Almost threw up. Like, got off of Space Mountain 5 years old. I was kind of staggering, and...
That's not really. I mean, if you had thrown up,
Yeah,
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
take my
more.
seat.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It was,
I'm just gonna do it now that I'm
it was
back.
very
I meant
jarring to
meant
my
for you to
young
just go
little
ahead and
self.
take it.
Yeah,
But
I
did
hate
the
it.
horn run you off? Is that what happened?
Ooh, hit that thing 3 times there, Doc. Ah,
Dang, that thing is
man, that
annoying.
is, right, you got it